Some people claim that we no longer need processes in automotive software development. No more requirements, no architecture, just code. If the software compiles, you're done. Tests, that is already too much of processes. And now with AI writing the code and generating the documentation, this argument sounds even more convincing. So let me answer the question directly. Is Automotive SPICE, or in short, ASPICE, dead? In this video, I will give you my answer. ASPICE defines which information items need to exist in a development project. Requirements, architecture, detailed design, test specifications. Not because someone enjoys writing these documents, but because without them, no one, not even AI, can verify that the software does what it is supposed to do. ASPICE does, however, not tell you how these information items are created, whether a human writes them or an AI generates them. What matters is that the information exists, that it is correct, that it is consistent with the rest of your development artifacts. AI changes who does the work. It does not change what needs to be there. Let me give you two examples. First, a quick reminder, what is a detailed design? In ASPICE, the detailed design describes the internal structure of your software components. The result is a set of software units, their interactions, and their interfaces. You can also define the algorithms within the individual unit. But the primary focus is the decomposition of components. And most importantly, why? Why this decomposition? Why these interfaces? And this is called design decisions. Now, can AI look at your source code and reconstruct the way it was designed? Yes, it can reconstruct the structure. But here's the problem. When there's no detailed design telling you why, AI has to make assumptions. And these assumptions will most likely be wrong. And that's the most important part of the detailed design, to tell you why, not the what. Why was this component split into exactly these three units? Why does unit A call unit B and not the other way around? Why was the Kalman filter used here instead of a simple moving average? That context is not in the code. The code shows you what was implemented. The detailed design tells you why it was implemented in that way. Without that information, AI will make plausible-looking decisions that may be technically incorrect. And in automotive, technically incorrect means potentially unsafe. A second example, requirements. Someone tells you, we do not need requirements anymore. We just describe what we want as a prompt and AI builds it. But think about it. That prompt is a requirement, just a very poor one. No acceptance criteria, no traceability to safety goals, and no way to verify that the result matches the intent. Let's imagine you are developing new functions, new sensor fusion algorithms, new battery management strategy, new drive-by-wire control systems. AI has never seen this specific system before. It cannot know what your stakeholder or customer requires. It cannot know what your safety analysis has determined. It cannot know which failure modes are acceptable and which are not. The dangerous part is AI will not complain. Give it a vague prompt or requirements and it will produce something that looks perfectly reasonable. You will not see the gaps. The output looks complete, reads well, passes even a superficial review or test, but it is based on assumptions that nobody has validated. So let's come back to the question, is ASPICE dead? My answer is no. And after what we have discussed, I hope you see why. Without design decisions, AI cannot make the right choices. Without structured requirements, AI cannot know what to build. The information items that ASPICE defines are exactly what AI needs to work well. They are the input that makes AI useful in the first place. AI is a very powerful tool, but a tool that needs input, and ASPICE defines exactly what these inputs look like. So AI makes ASPICE even more relevant, not less, because now for the first time maintaining all these artifacts which are needed by ASPICE becomes economically feasible. Thank you very much for watching. If you found this useful, please subscribe to the channel and see you next week.